Hi babes, and welcome back to my channel. I am Sunulazi April. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. So today's video is a mukbang, however you want to call it, but it is what it is, and I'll be telling you a story time. So this is what I will be eating. So I just made this. So it's some mac and cheese and mushrooms, carrots, and sweet corn. And then I'll be having my soft drink over here. We are the girls that drink with still straws, darling. Still, I'm that girl that carries this in my bag. And whatever restaurant that I go to, I whoop this up because those paper ones that they have there don't really work for me. So now I want you to grab something to eat, grab something to drink, have some tea, have some water, because I'm gonna give you some guys, I'm so excited about the story. I don't know why, but yeah. So without any further ado, let's get into this video. I hope you do enjoy. Alright, so babes, I hope you actually have something to drink, something to nibble on, even if it's chips or I don't know, but you need something. You know, this is how we do it over here when we tell story times, you know, or when we tell stories, when we do story times. So so first, mukbang. So I don't know if I'm gonna do it well, but I will see. All right, so the story, as you can see from the title, is the first time I went to Tarkastad, Tarkastville, or Dak. Visited my boyfriend. First time I went from being a girl to a woman. First time I saw how I would be if I were to cohabitate with a man. First time I learned a lot about, I learned a lot of things about myself. First time I hiked. Wow. Okay, that's a wow on its own. All right, so this happened in 2015. So 2015, around August. So I met my then boyfriend in May 2015. And then soon after we met, he then got an in-service training where he had to move to a different town, right? So this was kind of like a long distance because it was 2 hours away or 1.5 hours away from PE, right? So we spent a lot of time talking on the phone when he left, obviously, because I was still doing my third year then. So so I was staying at Ray's, right? So it wasn't really a train smash or really a problem with regards to my parents having to ask for permission or having to explain where I was going. So it was cool because they didn't know what I was doing on weekends anyway, right? So as I was saying, we met in May and then this happened in August, right? So it was the weekend of, I think it was Women's Day, the following day, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so I traveled on the 8th of August, right? Hey, yay. So at that time, we were both NASFA students, right? So what this meant was we were both Intelimali people, all right? So we both received vouchers, right? So I received mine, I already used mine. So because he moved to a different town and they didn't have a ShopRite there, so he couldn't use his. So he sent me the pin because I was coming over and I was gonna cook. So I was like, do you have spices? Do you have herbs? Do we have this there? And it's like, okay, take my pin, buy whatever you need, and then you just travel with it. Yo, did I not go all out? Did I not? Because I was like, okay, I'm gonna arrive there. We're probably gonna have takeaways, and then the next day I was planning on making a whole meal, kind of like the one that I'm having now. So I got things to make mac and cheese and some veggies, And then obviously I had to buy like dessert and stuff and my spices and everything, right? So got everything. Oh my god, I was so excited for that visit. So I went to Traduna Mall, what others might know as China Mall, but we don't really have Chinese there, so it's like, yeah, mostly Nigerians and Zimbabweans. So I went there. I saw a small shop over there with some cute lingerie. Did I not go get myself a red number? Because I meant business. Went in there, looked at them, I was like, okay, red. It was, oh my god, I still have it. It was, I don't know how to go. It set like a corset type of vibe, and it was a little, the panty was a little, you know, lace vibes, bro. And I was like, okay, sis, human business. You need to do the things that make the things to be done when you get there. Okay, round about this time, most of you know my story about how I lost my V card and how traumatic it was, right? So this was after that. So I had stayed, I was traumatized, to say the least. So I didn't do the things for about a year. So this was exciting. The visit was exciting because I knew what was going to happen there. I mean, I will not just travel for 2 hours just JI. So I knew what I was expecting, and I was a bit nervous because of the traumatic experience, and I was excited on the other hand, and I had told him about this, so he knew, right? So I put on my red number. This was the Friday now, that when I was traveling. Put on the red number, put on a cute tight dress, cute sandals. I made sure I was cute, honey. And I packed quite a lot of stuff because I wasn't sure what was planned for the weekend. So I was like, just in case he wants to take me somewhere, let me have a cute dress. Just in case it's a casual thing, let me have some casual clothes and stuff, right? I was prepared. Okay, I left, and on my arrival, butterflies in the stomach. It was still new, so I was excited, and I didn't even ask like details as to the kind of place we were staying. I get there, so he was renting a flat at the back, right? And now at this time he had become like another member of the family. So he introduced me, Ninja introduced me. Mind you, this is not even his family, but he introduced me to say, this is my visitor for the weekend, so I'm gonna be MIA for the weekend, right? Met everybody, and then went, you know, back at the back, and you know, nice times. And as I had predicted, he got takeaways, right? Because I arrived quite late. We ate, you know. It was nice, and he liked the red number that I was wearing, so kudos to me. And then, yeah, things happened, you know. The cloth was fire. It was it was amazing. And then, oh my god, so because of my past story, Okanye, how I lost my V card, right? He, oh my god, was the sweetest guy ever. He wanted to make sure that our first time was special because my real first time wasn't. So your guys had candlelights and everything. Oh my goodness. And was a gentleman about it, because it was like, I remember the story that you told me, and I know you had a traumatic experience, but I want you to enjoy this, right? And I did. So the next day, which was then now Women's Day, he wakes me up and he had gifts for me, and I'm thinking, I knew it was Women's Day, but I'm not used to receiving anything on Women's Day. It's just like on my birthday, if I'm lucky to have a person, of which I hadn't. So he wakes me up and he's like, Happy Women's Day. And I'm like, thank you. So he got me a necklace. Oh, it was the cutest. I don't know where it is now, but a necklace with matching earrings. And he got me, I still have it, like a frame with a cute message. And he got me, what else was in there? Oh, he wrote a poem for me. I still have the poem, by the way. Sweetest thing ever. And it was the first time that I was treated like that, right? So it was amazing. And then I cooked the next day and cloth again, and then the last day when I had to return back to Res. Now we're walking, right? And on my way there, I didn't really notice if there were like taxis or anything. So we're walking. He's walking me to the bus stop, right? And when we get there, Ninja picks up a cardboard, like a cardboard, and he has a pen in his bag. I think he had a pen. And he wrote PE. And I'm thinking, okay, what's going on? I don't know what's happening right now. And I see people standing there and doing this. And I'm thinking, it's a movie, not me. Hiking. And as I'm watching, there's not a lot of taxis, not a lot of small cars, but there are trucks, baby. I mean trucks where you have to be flexible to get on there because it's so high. Your leg has to be there, your other one has to be there. You know what I'm talking about. So I'm thinking, and the thing is, I'm quite a fun person, so at first I was kind of like alarmed, like, is this happening? But then I was like, this is such a nice experience because I'm crazy like that. So I'm enjoying it, and I think I actually have a picture. I'll check for that picture. First time I went to Tarkastad is also the first time I went to Mufftown. So on my arrival, things happened, right? So during the pillar talk, I then asked him about it. So I was like, is Mufftown a thing for you? And he was like, it depends, because if I do it, I expect you to do it. So I was just being curious. I was just being myself, my curious self. So I then say to him, okay, if you're open to it, then we can try it out on each other, right? And the thing is, I was not open to the idea. I was not open to the idea, and hey yo. So because I think it was more of like a psychological thing. Every time I thought about it, I go, because I was like, yo, that's just disgusting to me. Because I was like, yo, how do I? How, right? So then he had this is the craziest thing ever. So he had Ultramel in his fridge, and he had ice cream. So I said to him, because in my mind I thought like there's like a taste, man, that I'm not gonna like. So how about I disguise the taste by adding a little bit of drops of Ultramel, just to so I added Ultramel on there, right? And I tried. I did it, gagged, did it again, gagged. And I was like, sir, this is not for me. Sir, I can't do it. And it's like, it's okay, you tried, we'll do it again tomorrow. Next day I grab, and in my mind I'm not thinking about how he's feeling. I'm thinking I need to make this feel, make it easy for myself so that I get into it and that I enjoy it. But hey, next day I grab ice cream, baba. I grab ice cream. I'm not mindful of the fact that it's gonna be cold. Like it's gonna, yeah. And he's just watching me do all this crazy stuff. So I take the ice cream, I put it there. Guys, so I put it there, and then I just, put it round, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready. Let's do this. It's like, let's do it. I get in there, I do it, and I'm like, you still know my thing. And then I tried, man. I tried, but it took a while. It took a lot of visits, and then I got into it, and then I mean I'm not gonna say much, but I mean I do the things that make the things to be done, and he appreciated it. But yeah, and then guys, it was the best time. I remember went to the beach. Things happened at the beach. Yeah, guys. Hey. Yeah, let me not get into it like a lot. Like, let me not reveal a lot, but let me just say my time at Tarkastad was pleasant. It was made to be worthwhile. I understand. I had the best time. And it just and the thing is, when it's like long distance and you don't see each other, for ixesha elide, you're gonna make sure because you're gonna see each other maybe the next month and the next 2 weeks, but you'll make sure. Yeah, either. So yeah, wait, it was nice. It was yeah, so had the best time. Part that I forgot, wow, there was a dog there, a humongous dog that I was so afraid of. I mean, it was hard for me to do the things that I needed to be done during the day, like attend some business. I couldn't do it because he would sit there by the toilet. He'd be there watching me like a police dog, and I'm thinking, Ninja, I need to attend to some business, and he wouldn't let me. And I would imagine I would have to wait for him to come back from work, then attend business, because this dog was like, ndakomba. Imagine getting bitten by a dog when you're down. Your parents don't even know that you're there. Your parents don't even know that you're dating. And then they get a call by, sis got bitten by a dog. Tarkastad. Yeah, no, okay, but yeah. The second time I went to, now this time it was around November, after I was done with my exams, right? This time I actually lied. I lied to my parents because at the time I was staying with my friend, right? And we stayed in the same town. So whenever we have to go back home, we use the same transport. So I finished 2 weeks before she did. Finished exams, that is. So I lied, told my parents that I'm still writing exams and I'm gonna finish in 2 weeks. Sis was planning on going to Tarkastad for a whole 2 weeks. Can you please drink to that? Because who goes to Tarkastad for 2 weeks? Who? Me. Decided to go, and this time, I packed. I was like, 2 weeks. I had 2 suitcases. 2. I had different types of clothing. Oh my goodness, it was. Now this time around is when I really saw that, okay, if we were to go long term and we were to stay together, I think I can tolerate him. Guys, at this time I was the wife, because I mean, I slept the whole day. So he'd leave me in the morning, go to work, come back during lunch to check up on me, and then he comes back after work, right? And I'm sleeping, I'm watching movies, I'm reading in between. But sis, I'm telling you, Ninja would wake me up, right? Wake me up in the morning and ask me to iron his clothes for him. I didn't mind. I mean, I would wake up like at 5. I know I'm gonna sleep the whole day. I was ironing his clothes, baby. I was choosing his outfits for him, baby girl. And I was making his lunch. And now I was that girlfriend. Like sometimes he wouldn't want to like wake up to prepare for work, and I had to motivate him. And he'd be like, tell me, why should I leave you in this warm bed? And I'd, hey, Ninani, hey, yeah. Hey. So he'd wake up and, you know, I need to and give him a kiss as he leaves. And I'm thinking, hey, ntombazana, ntombazana, you are just, what is this? What are you doing here? So basically, bendihlalisana for like 2 weeks. And then I'd clean. One thing that I didn't do though was wash his clothes. I didn't do that because I wasn't about to do that. I was like, I'm just say no. And the thing is, I brought enough clothes to last me the whole 2 weeks without me washing anything. Underwears, I wasn't really wearing any, but we're not talking about that. So it was fun times. I mean, did I mention the cloth? The cloth was on fire. Like, oh my god, guys, I did things that I never thought that I'd do in my entire life. Like, when I say I went from being a girl to being a woman, wow, that was my story. Basically, had the best time ever. It was worth all the lies that I told. And to think, Shem, at the time I thought, the stories that we're gonna tell our babies, because I was dreaming. I saw marriage, I saw kids, you know, cohabitating for 2 weeks, baby. Like, you know, I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, and don't forget to comment down below. Let me know, how was your first time visiting your boyfriend? Was it what you expected, or was it the opposite? How was it? Thank you for watching, babes.